Have you ever wondered how some people stay calm and composed no matter what life throws at them? How do they manage to stay grounded during the storm, while the rest of us feel overwhelmed by the chaos? What if I told you that the key to living a peaceful, purposeful, and resilient life was hidden in ancient wisdom? Wisdom that's more relevant today than ever before. Did I end this video? I'm going to share 9 life-changing Stoic rules from one of the most powerful philosophers and emperors in history, Marcus Aurelius. These simple but profound principles can help you build inner peace, make better decisions, and live a life that's not only purposeful, but deeply fulfilling. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or lost in the chaos of life, stick around, because these principles will change the way you look at everything. Let's get started. 1. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. Marcus Aurelius emphasized one of the most essential rules for peace of mind. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Life is unpredictable. There will always be things outside your control, and it's easy to get bogged down by these circumstances. But the Stoics believe that it's not what happens to you that matters. It's how you respond to it. Let's face it, how many times have you found yourself stressing over situations that are completely out of your hands? The weather, how other people behave, the decisions of politicians, or a global crisis. These are things you cannot control, yet we waste countless hours and energy worrying about them. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This isn't just some philosophical idea. It's a practical strategy for living a peaceful life. By focusing only on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, and your reactions, you regain control over your life. Take, for example, a situation where you're facing a difficult task at work. Instead of stressing about everything that could go wrong, focus only on the parts you can control. What can you do to prepare? What action steps can you take today? The more you focus on your response, rather than the uncontrollable variables, the more empowered you feel. By letting go of the things you can't control, you free up energy for what really matters: your own growth, your relationships, and your mental well-being. 2. Focus on the present moment. One of Marcus Aurelius's most powerful lessons is about being present. So many of us get caught up in regrets about the past or worries about the future that we forget the most important time we have is right now. In his Meditations, Marcus writes, "Do not waste time on what you cannot change. Focus on what is before you and live with purpose." This teaching is a call to embrace the present moment and stop letting distractions or past mistakes define our actions. But how do we do that in a world full of distractions? Every day, we're bombarded with notifications, deadlines, and the constant pressure to be productive. But by focusing on the present moment, we unlock something incredibly powerful: clarity. When you focus on today, you stop worrying about what you could have done better yesterday or how you might fail tomorrow. You begin to act with intention and purpose. Whether it's a conversation with a friend or tackling a project at work, when you fully immerse yourself in the present, you engage deeply, and that's where the magic happens. A simple practice to get better at this is mindfulness. Take a few minutes every day to sit quietly, pay attention to your breath, and focus on what's happening right now. Notice your surroundings, your thoughts, and how your body feels in the present moment. Over time, you'll start carrying this awareness into your everyday life, reducing stress and increasing focus. 3. Embrace challenges and difficulties. Life isn't always smooth sailing. In fact, the more you live, the more you'll realize that challenges and obstacles are inevitable. But Marcus Aurelius had a revolutionary way of thinking about difficulties. Instead of seeing them as burdens, he saw them as opportunities. In his Meditations, Marcus famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." What he meant is that challenges aren't there to stop us. They're there to guide us to new levels of growth. Imagine facing a tough situation, whether it's a conflict at work, a personal failure, or a health scare. It's easy to feel defeated, but if you shift your mindset and look at that challenge as a path to growth, something changes. Instead of avoiding challenges, you embrace them. For instance, let's say you're struggling with a difficult project at work. Rather than viewing it as a burden, view it as a chance to improve your skills. Look at what's difficult and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me better? When you shift your mindset from avoidance to embrace, you unlock a new level of strength and resilience. Through adversity that we grow, just like the seed grows into a strong tree because it has to push through the soil. We grow when we face life's difficulties head-on. 4. Practice gratitude every day in today's world. It's easy to take things for granted. We get so focused on our goals and desires that we forget to appreciate what we already have. Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of practicing gratitude, and he made it a daily practice. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." By focusing on the positives in life, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Instead of feeling stressed about what you don't have or what you're striving for, you start to appreciate the present moment and all the blessings in your life. Practicing gratitude daily can transform your perspective. Start each day by listing at least 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe it's the warmth of your coffee, the support of a friend, or the opportunity to pursue your passions. These small moments add up and shift your mindset toward positivity. By making gratitude a habit, you begin to rewire your brain to focus on abundance, which leads to greater happiness and a deeper sense of contentment. 5. Accept life as it is. One of the hardest things to do in life is to accept things the way they are. We often wish for life to be different, for situations to go our way, or for people to act how we want them to. But Marcus Aurelius taught us that accepting life as it is, with all its imperfections and challenges, is key to inner peace. He said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means coming to terms with reality and letting go of the resistance to what is. Think about it. How much time do you waste resisting reality? Maybe it's a difficult relationship or an unpleasant situation at work. The more you fight against these things, the more energy you waste and the more frustrated you become. Instead, try practicing acceptance. This doesn't mean you have to like everything that happens, but you can choose how to respond. By accepting things as they are, you stop wasting emotional energy on things that cannot be changed, and you free yourself to focus on what's important, your own peace and growth. 6. Don't be afraid of death. Death is one of the most difficult topics to talk about, but Marcus Aurelius wasn't afraid to face it head-on. He believed that accepting death was crucial for living a full life. When we accept that life is temporary, We stop wasting time on trivial matters and begin living with more purpose. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Marcus didn't mean that we should live in fear of death, but that we should use the awareness of its inevitability to live more intentionally. When we stop fearing death, we stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Instead of procrastinating, we start doing the things that bring us joy and fulfillment. We let go of the need for perfection and embrace life as it comes. If you knew that today might be your last day, would you still spend it worrying about small problems or unimportant tasks? Probably not. Embrace the reality of mortality and use it as a motivator to live a fuller, more meaningful life. 7. Let go of grudges. Grudges and resentment only hurt one person, you. Holding on to anger or bitterness not only poisons your relationships, but it also steals your peace of mind. Marcus Aurelius believed that forgiveness is a powerful tool for inner peace. He said, "When someone does you wrong, you'll be free if you don't hold it against them." Holding on to grudges is like carrying a heavy weight around. Every time you think about the person who hurt you, it drags you down. But by letting go of grudges, you free yourself from that weight and regain your peace. This doesn't mean you have to forget what happened or let someone off the hook. It just means you choose to move on. You choose to let go of the anger and the pain, and instead you focus on your own happiness and well-being. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. When you stop carrying the burden of resentment, you make room for love, compassion, and peace. 8. Seek wisdom, not wealth or fame, in a world that often values wealth and fame. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that wisdom is the true source of happiness and fulfillment. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Instead of chasing after material possessions or trying to gain status, seek wisdom and self-awareness. We often think that success means accumulating wealth, possessions, or recognition. But Marcus knew that true fulfillment comes from cultivating wisdom, understanding yourself, your values, and the world around you. In practical terms, this means prioritizing learning and growth over shallow pursuits. Whether you're reading a book, engaging in deep conversations, or reflecting on your experiences, seek to understand more about yourself and the world. Wisdom, according to Marcus, is the foundation of a meaningful life. 9. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is a key Stoic virtue. Marcus Aurelius practiced self-control, reminding himself not to be swayed by temptation or short-term gratification. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, entertainment, procrastination, and instant gratification tempt us daily. But self-discipline is about cultivating the inner strength to stay focused on what matters most. It's easy to give in to distractions, but true progress comes from resisting those temptations and staying on track with your long-term goals. It's not about being perfect, it's about making better decisions each day, even when it's hard. For example, when you feel the urge to check your phone or procrastinate, remind yourself of your greater goal. Whether it's working on your health, developing a skill, or achieving success in your career, self-discipline means staying focused and committed to the long haul. By practicing self-discipline, you build mental strength and resilience, which are essential for personal growth and lasting success. Why? Following these 9 Stoic rules, you're not just living according to some ancient philosophy. You're aligning your life with timeless principles that help you stay grounded, resilient, and peaceful no matter what life throws your way. Marcus Aurelius's teachings are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago because they focus on universal truths about human nature. If you want to live a more purposeful and fulfilling life, these Stoic rules are a powerful roadmap to follow. If you're ready to start living with more clarity, resilience, and purpose, don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing Stoic wisdom. See you in the next video.